cameras on. Leave your cameras and captions on. Okay, number 1. Gavin mentioned before I turned on the recording that we have Spanish today, and somebody said no. So I want to reiterate, you do have Spanish on Thursdays now, not Friday. So you need to go to Spanish after this class. Spanish, no, wait. Well, it's at 11. Your Spanish is at 11 o'clock, and it's going to be Thursday instead of Friday because we're not having online classes on Friday. Okay, you got that? Spanish today. So don't tell Mrs. Lips you didn't know, because you all know at 11 o'clock you have Spanish. The second thing is this project, this slide is yours on your own. Y'all shouldn't be telling you, and right now in the middle of class, what the state flag is, what the state animal is, what the state. You guys figure that out on your own. You have to go online to find it. It's not hard, so you don't need Josh to tell you. And Josh,
Mrs. Wetzel, I was thinking, do you know, be a good bonus question on our Pennsylvania test? What is Pennsylvania? A commonwealth or a state?
That is a question that I want you to know, that is something we need to know about Pennsylvania. It is a commonwealth. It's called, the actual name of Pennsylvania is the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Also,
okay, we're going to get ready for science. Before we get started in science, there is going to be a project I have for you to do on Friday, and it is for Mrs. Winters. Mrs. Winters has really worked hard to get us where we are doing online classes and doing the great things we're doing. You all have computers. You're able to do this online. Principal's Day is coming up next week. So I want you to work on a card that you can make for a sign and send it to me. I guess email it, however, you tell me what would be the easiest way for you to get it to me. But kind of like we did the signs for our essential workers, you need to do a card for Mrs. Winters. And this is open. You can do it the way you want to. You write her a letter, but we're doing it for Principal's Day. Next week is Principal's Day. So I'd like you to work on that, and we'll... Yes, David.
I'd like doing the one for Mrs. Winters, but I think we should do one for Mr. Gilger too, because he's been doing a lot trying to set everything up.
You know what? That's really good.
A lot of cards, though.
Let's think about, no, let's not do it this week, David Summer, but let's think about something we can really do.
Like we could all get to, not really.
Show our thanks. We'll come up. Let's put our heads on, put that on the back burner. Think in your head. I like that idea a lot, David Summer. Let's think about what we could do for him. All right? Okay. So for science, I would like you to get out your science textbook and turn to page A14. A14. We're just going to read over these pages. I don't have a lot for you to do in science, and I'll give you some time to work on that. All right. Okay. We know that there are two basic groups that animals are classified in: vertebrates and invertebrates. Yesterday, we made our own spine. We used gummy lifesavers and little wagon wheel noodles, and we made a spine, making the discs are the soft, gooey lifesavers, and the bones were the noodles. Okay, and we created our own backbone. We know that in vertebrates, we would find mammals, reptiles, and amphibians. You have three groups. I would If I was in school, I would give you note cards right now to start working on putting these things in note cards. You may do that at home. That's a good way to study. So vertebrates, you have mammals, reptiles, and amphibians. And then you have the examples of the types of animals that go under each one of these categories. On page A13, we read about invertebrates. These are animals that do not have a backbone. We had arthropods. Which are invertebrates with legs that have several joints. Their bodies have 2 or more parts, and they often have a shell that protects them. We looked at examples like crabs, and there was the blue crab on the page. Scorpions, they have shells that protect them since they don't have the backbone. We talked about mollusks. Mollusks are invertebrates that may or may not have a hard shell. They had a snail there, some insects. Sea sponge, they had a picture of a sea sponge there. You don't often think of a sea sponge being an animal, but it is. At school, I have a sea sponge that I bought to show, but I don't have it here. So mollusks have very soft bodies and are usually slow moving, although some, like the octopus, can speed up quickly if they sense danger. So an octopus has that soft body. It's a mollusk. Okay. So we're going on to page A14, and it just shows this is about legs and how legs work and on the frog, and this is a grasshopper too. For tomorrow, I have scheduled for you to do the review questions on A15. So would somebody like to unmute your mic and read about the...
Can I read?
Go ahead, Brooklyn. You could read about the body parts for jumping.
Okay, body parts for jumping. Frogs and grasshoppers are in different animal groups. Both animals are known for their ability to jump. Their back legs are different, but they work in the same way. A frog's thigh muscles are attached to its leg bones at the movable hip and knee joints. When the thigh muscles tighten, they pull on the knee joints. The frog's webbed feet are sticky and can grip the ground with its feet set. Its leg muscle lifts its body up and forward.
Okay, good.
What do you think you're doing?
Can you?
Please put your mic on, Yash. Okay. Okay. Where did you stop at? Brooklyn, where did you stop at? Oh, you did grasshopper and, yeah. So frog legs and grasshopper legs are alike. Both of them have thigh muscles that attach to knee joints, and the thigh muscles tighten, they contract, and they expand to help the animal jump. That's why they can jump so far. Okay. So all animals had adaptations to help them really help them adapt to their environment. Okay, we're going to read a closer look at animals on page A15. Anybody feel like reading? Unmute your mic.
I would, but I already read.
David Summer, go ahead.
A closer look at animals. Not all animals have a backbone, but almost all animals have skeletons and muscles that work together to allow the animals to move. The skeletons of vertebrates are made up of bones that support their bodies from the inside. Muscles attach to the bones at movable joints. Most invertebrates have skeletons that form hard outer coverings. These skeletons are made of a material much like human fingernails. Muscles attach on the inside of these coverings at flexible joints.
Okay, so if you take your arm and you put it straight out, you are now using your muscles. Bring your arm in, make a muscle now. Pull it out, bring it in, pull it out, bring it in. If you feel the muscle here, can you see this? If you feel this muscle, feel it. As your arm goes straight out, it is expanding. As your muscle comes in, you can feel it contracting. All of these things help you Are you guys all cameras on? Okay. Okay, all of these things help you. Why can't I see your I want to see your pictures. All I see is your, okay, all of these things help you to expand, contract. So your muscles are attached to your skeleton. If they wouldn't be, you'd be a big puddle. You have to have these muscles attached to your skeleton to help you move those bones. Okay? Muscles attached to the bones and muscles attached to your backbone. And this helps you to move. So let's go to summary. Who wants to read the summary?
I read the summary.
No, let's have someone else read. You read already, sweetie.
Okay.
Connor, you want to read? Read the summary. Connor, do you want to read the summary?
I'll read it. Yes. Summary. Vertebrates such as mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, and fish have backbones. Invertebrate animals such as arthropods, mollusks, and worms do not have backbones.
Okay. So your assignment for tomorrow then is to do the review questions on page A15. Okay. Just do them the same way we've always done them. You can do a Google Doc in your, can you do that? Can you make can you do an assignment in your classroom without me assigning it? You do that, David? David Summer, can you do that?
If you don't assign anything, no, but we can create a Google Docs and send it to you on email.
Well, you know what? I'll put an assignment in today for you to do that so that that'll be easier for you, won't it?
To do the review questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd probably be easier, but make sure it's not a link. Make sure it's like something we have edit access for.
Gotcha. Okay.
We have to be
I'll
able to
just do it as a regular assignment. Now what I want you to do is get your homework tablets out and I'll have you write down what you have for tomorrow because it's more than normal than what you normally have. Okay? Get your homework assignments out. Your homework tablet. Aaron, you're Aaron Cooper. Your camera's off. Are you with me? Unmute your mic, Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you here, Aaron? Put your camera on, please.
I can't. It says there's no camera detected.
All right. I don't see Gavin Rogers. If you don't have your homework, just put it on a piece of paper for now, Gavin. Saud, you have yours? Because I can't see you. Taryn, you found yours?
I was just grabbing mine.
Okay. Taryn, do you have your homework tablet? Okay. Yash, you have yours? Okay.
Yeah, but can't you put it on parent school?
I will, but write this down. Number in language arts and reading. Put spelling, practice book page 44. Reading, practice book 63. Then go to what's next? What's next after reading? What's the next thing, Yash, after reading?
Mrs. Wetzel, what was the
One
spelling?
minute, I need to find page 23.
What was the spelling practice book page?
Okay, pay attention because we don't have much time. I have to go to my next class.
You said it so quickly, I couldn't even pick up.
Gavin, can you if you put your captions on, you can see it.
Okay, what's that ILA?
Okay, language arts, spelling, practice book 44. Reading practice book 63. Religion. Go down to the bottom, put religion. You have a quiz to work on. And also your principal's day card.
What do you want us to do
How
for that,
am
though?
I supposed to give it to you?
No, don't
Yeah.
ask questions yet. Don't ask questions. Write these down, and then I'll answer your questions. Okay. Next, I have some people in social studies. You have your state symbol slides to do. State social studies. State symbol slides. Some people need, I'm working on your PA border test, and I need to see some people at 2 o'clock that need to answer a question that's not answered.
Crayons.
It's Aaron, David.
No, get off geeking. Whoa.
Which David?
All the
Hang on a minute. Yash is talking. Yash, mute your mic, please.
You said David. Which one?
Okay, hang on a minute. I'm working on your PA border test, and I need to see a couple people at 2 o'clock to answer a question or two. Aaron, David C., Taryn, Brooklyn, and Gavin.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I have to look back in your test, but there's a question that isn't answered that I want to give you an opportunity to answer.
Okay.
Science, you have review questions 1 through 5, page A15. Review questions 1 through 5, page A15.
Miss Wetzel, are you dismissed?
No, don't ask. Wait till I'm done, then ask questions. Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay, now go ahead, Connor, ask a question.
Are we dismissed? And also, I missed what you said.